What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Sage version. Last episode, we got started on our adventure here in the Urobos region, actually our second adventure here in Urobos, and got our starter Pokemon, Kittling, the Tinder Pokemon here, concentrating deeply. And today, of course, we're going to be continuing our journey to the first gym by heading through the cave here, whose name I've forgotten, but it's apparently the Downward Cave. And if you guys are excited, make sure to hit that like button and show your support for the series and the channel. Would help out a lot. And without further ado, let's head into this cave, as I'm pretty sure we actually explored pretty much this entire town in the previous episode. So if you missed it, make sure to catch up. It was the first episode, so I'm guessing you're here after watching it, or, well, not literally after watching it, but you gotta watch episode 1 to watch episode 2. And actually, something else that happened in the first episode is we caught ourselves a Cub Zero, as you can see, the Pokemon that we're actually fighting right now, though the one that I caught is actually a little bit lower level than this one, so I'm feeling a slight regret right now that maybe I should have waited until this episode to catch it, because I think ours is only at level 4. Might be 5 though, but either way, I'm very excited to actually train up the little Ice-type Pokemon, as well as our Fire starter Kittling here. And I noticed that both of our Pokemon that we've got so far on the team are actually, I was about to say cats, but Kittling's a goat, but I guess animals that stand on 4 legs. I forgot what that's called. Quadrupedal. I know bipedal is when you walk on 2 legs, so quadrupedal makes sense, but I don't think that's the word. Either way, maybe our entire team could actually be Pokemon that walk on 4 legs, because I feel like, at least in my playthroughs usually, I'd like to have a balance of all sorts of different Pokemon, both in like their genders and their typing, and even their design. But I don't know, it would be kind of cool to have a themed team instead for once. And since this game is a demo still, well, I don't know if it's really a demo. I know the first version was literally a demo, but now it goes a little bit farther. So I guess you could call it a work in progress. I don't know. I guess early access is what they call them on Steam and stuff. But it definitely goes a little bit further is what I'm trying to say. So we could definitely have more of a chance to build up a team than we did during the original demo playthrough. But of course, we got to get through Cub Zero here first. And finally, Kittling is able to take him down. And Last Erica is down for the count. I actually feel like I should switch out though, and start training up our little Cub Zero. This is actually a Pokemon that I've been wanting to train here in Pokemon Sage, like ever since our first playthrough of this actually. Because technically, I guess this is my 4th playthrough of this game. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I did 2 playthroughs, or well, I did 1 playthrough back of the demo, and then on the very last episode, I kind of went back and replayed the game with the other 2 starters, and whoa, it's Coblin! I was actually wondering when this guy was going to show up, because I knew that this Pokemon was in this route, but didn't really show up until, oh wow, that did no damage either. Okay, I'm actually going to try to catch him, even though I don't really want him for the team or anything, but he looks cool actually. And I guess I planned on getting some experience for Cub Zero, but now that seems like out the drain, so we might as well try to catch this Coblin, or actually I kind of just feel like getting the experience actually. I'm sorry, I keep going back and forth on my ideas of what I want to do, kind of like in real life. I guess I'm pretty undecisive sometimes, but you gotta just eventually choose, just stick with you know, one or the other, and I guess in that case I stuck with killing the Coblin. But by the way, I think Coblin is a dark type, and in the previous episode I mentioned that Cub Zero evolves into a dark and ice, and I was like completely wrong about that actually. I guess he kind of just looks like a dark and ice type to me. And what is this dude doing? Trying to punch through stone? Is trying to like punch a rock hard abs. Okay, come on, man. Come on, dude. Your abs cannot be that hard, bro. Like, I've seen some hard abs before, dude, and you can definitely still be punched through, but I guess he's trying to exaggerate. I mean, obviously he is, because, yeah. I don't even know why I'm going on about it for so long. Here's a Penglyph, though, and we're going to try to run away from him again. I'm a little bit scared, actually, because Cub Zero can't run away from those battles, so I'm going to try and avoid him dying. Like I said last episode, even though this isn't going to be a Nuzlocke or anything, I guess I'll consider it practice for maybe if I do one after this playthrough. Oh my goodness. Okay, definitely not the way you want to train your Pokemon if they are low level. What I meant to do is just switch out right on the first turn, but yeah, like what I mean is I'm going to try not to let my Pokemon die. Sorry. But let's go for an Ember on this Penglyph here, and for a second I thought it was a wild one. I'm like, why am I even bothering to fight this thing? But then I realized that we actually ran into a trainer, a lass or something like that. They look kind of weird in this game though, because like the first few areas are all snowy, so most of the characters and stuff have winter-like clothing, as you can see there. I like their style though. They definitely look pretty cool and unique, because I guess even though they're lasses, like it's a regular trainer class, it's a little bit specific for the area that we're in, and thankfully we were able to burn away from that. We got one more hiker over here. What am I doing inside a mountain? You tell me, bro. You're the hiker. Apparently, hikers can't hike inside mountains. You can only hike the outside. I guess if you were... What is it called if you're exploring the inside of caves and stuff? I guess spelunking? I only remember that, or I only know that, I guess, because of the game Spelunky itself. But, I don't know. Maybe Indiana Jones, too? I feel like they mentioned spelunking a couple of times. Either way, we got another Goblin up here, which I think is actually a dark type. But, like I said, I'm going to try to catch... Pokemon that stand on 4 legs. Even though I just made this up this episode, like, just because in between episodes I noticed we had both Pokemon that were kind of, I almost want to call them dog and cat-like, just because those are the 2 most common 4-legged animals that we have, you know. But there's definitely a lot of them out there. Goats and horses and, actually there's a bunch of animals. If I started to go through a list right now, it would never end, so, yeah. Kittling! No! Are you serious? Wow! Even though I said I wasn't gonna let anyone die, apparently I've already done so. And thankfully we won't go down all the way. Cub-Zero does have the Ice Shard, so he's able to take down Pablosa. But man, oh man, I have failed to keep up my own rules already at episode 2. And if this was actually a Nuzlocke, well, let's just say our starter Pokemon would have died right there. That would not have been a good start. But then again, I guess I am playing a little bit more reckless because it isn't a Nuzlocke, but I'm definitely still going to try not to let our Pokemon die as much. That there was just more so me being greedy, I guess, for the experience. But hey, it worked out because Cub-Zero did get to level 9 already, catching up to our Kittling almost. And this is actually the wrong way, so I guess down here... Oh gosh! Please don't tell me this is our first rival battle. Hey, punk, watch where you're going. You're lucky I have places to be, or I teach you some respect. I better not see you again. Oh, thankfully we don't have our first rival battle yet, because probably would have lost that one. But I should actually heal up our Cub-Zero, considering we don't have any revives for Kittling. You know, we might as well at least have one of our Pokemon full HP. And yeah, I guess we don't have any repels yet. That kind of sucks. I thought we picked one up somehow, but nope, I guess not. We have got another Goblin. I'm just going to keep running past all these for the meantime. Like I said, if you want to check out a playthrough where I caught all of these Pokemon here and want to see all their moves and stuff, I guess you could also actually check out the wiki for this game, which I will link in the description. It's the same place as the download, and you can actually check out the full Pokedex there, which is insane, by the way. They actually have full, or I guess not official, but Ken Sugimori inspired artwork for every single Pokemon, or Sugimori style, I guess you could call it, which is essentially, or it looks like the official Pokemon artwork. So I just want to say, like, man, to all the artists that worked on that, good stuff, because I love the artwork for all these Pokemon, especially the later you get into the Pokedex, you start seeing like some stuff that I'd never heard of in the original demo of this game, and you see the artwork and it's just amazing. Like, there is so much work put into this game, you guys have no idea. So definitely go check out the wiki and download it if you haven't already, because yeah, like I said, definitely one of my top 5 or top 10 or something. Anyway, I think we're almost out of this cave, but I'm gonna try to take on this little dude here. A battle, alright. The only problem is our Kittling is down, thanks to me, and youngster Jeff here has actually thankfully got a Cap Egg, which I hope doesn't have Thick Fat or something. That would kind of suck, but I don't think it does, so should go down pretty easily. But I was about to say that if the trainers in here actually have some ice Pokemon of their own, it'd be a little bit difficult for Cub-Zero to take him down, but thankfully it looks like they don't really have much going on in terms of ice types here. Actually a Pablosa, so... oh, never mind. This might actually be bad for us. I thought for a second ice was super effective on it, but I am getting very confused right now. I guess I haven't played Pokemon in a while, but I definitely still know my type advantages, guys. Don't worry. Ice is weak to... or, sorry. Ice is good against ground. Rock is actually good against ice, and this Pablosa happens to be a rock type, so I was a little bit scared that it might have a rock move there, but nothing today. And we actually learned Bite, maybe hinting at Cub-Zero's dark and ice evolution, which is actually just a pure ice, so I don't know why I keep mentioning that, but I kind of wish, I guess, that he was a dark ice type, because I do love me some dual type Pokemon. But hey, I still really like Cub-Zero's design, and I can't wait to actually see what his evolution looks like, because even though I did take a look through the wiki and stuff, I tried to avoid looking at the evolutions for like the starters and I guess some of the early Pokemon that I've already known about. I don't know, it's still, curiosity is definitely there. Like, I almost did peek into the entire Pokedex, but I guess I held myself back just a little bit at the end, and I should definitely heal up before Cub Zero here bites the dust as well. And we definitely got Bite, so that should help us out in taking out this Penglyph a little bit quicker. Thankfully, potions still do so much, man. Like, it's so weird to think, like, just in a couple of episodes, these potions are going to be completely obsolete because they literally only heal 20 HP. But at least for now, the potions are good and they carry us through that battle and hopefully through this cave because I believe we are actually done with it, but not before running into another Coblin. Alright, dude. Okay, we've run into, like, a couple too many Coblins, so I feel like I should at least try to catch one of them. I mean, I don't really want to use it on my team or anything, but just for the sake of catching some Pokemon and having some more stuff on the team, you know, in case, I guess, you know, like, Kittling died, so I guess I'm not really keeping my promise of not letting my Pokemon die. In case it happens again, we'll at least have the backup of, never mind, once again, I've gotten ahead of myself and killed another Pokemon off. Just kidding, that one was actually on purpose. I just didn't really feel like catching him for some reason. But we got another strange, I was about to say hiker, but it actually looks like a super nerd. No offense, my man, you know, that's literally your trainer class usually. There's some weird Pokemon back here. I want to catch one first. Wow. So he's just letting us know that we can't go to that area yet because it's too high level probably. But we can definitely go to Route 2 and beyond. And there's actually some more Pokemon for us to catch here. Who would have thunk it? I guess wherever there's grass, there will be Pokemon, and also hikers that I can try to avoid. Yes, that was pretty good. I'm going to try to skip all these trainers here and just get to the Pokemon Center because I would really want our Kittling to get some of this experience as well. Oh, come on. Is it really? Oh, it's actually capping this time around. Not bad. I don't know why I thought it was going to be another Coblin. I'm like, dude, I am done with these Coblins. Like, uh-oh. This thing's actually got rollout already? Oh, wow. This might actually be good to catch then. I don't know if we'll catch it though, but we gotta once again cross our fingers because I think if it doesn't catch, the rollout might just kill us. And yes, capping has been caught. And I mean fainting, not killing. Pokemon don't die. What am I talking about? It will sometimes sit on its trainer's head to keep him warm. I think we read that last episode for some reason. And no nickname for you, little buddy. I'm gonna skip past that guy again, and oh, she actually managed to see us. Wow. I thought maybe we were like barely out of range of her, but nope. Last Molly is gonna be taking us on, and actually she's got a Capig as well. I was about to say Packig. That doesn't really make sense, does it? Hopefully it doesn't have rollouts though, as we get the flinch there the first turn, so all good so far. Oh, Sand Attack though. Not a big fan of that, because of course it lowers our accuracy, and yep, we already missed an attack. Alright, it doesn't look like it's got rollout though, so we should be good to go in this battle as long as we can eventually hit a bite. And there it is. I don't know if I'm going to train Capig though, so I think whatever this next Pokemon, Muzzbury. Whoa! I think this is actually a new Pokemon, because I have definitely not seen this, or don't remember it at least from the demo playthrough, and it is a grass type as I suspected. So if we can actually hit an Ice Shard, we should be able to take it down, and we do. I actually thought I was going to miss it again. That would have really sucked, but thankfully we hit it, and Molly's down. That was a really cool Pokemon though. I wonder if it's just a pure grass type, and hey, we're already getting girls' numbers, dude. What is going on here, dude? Making a name for ourselves. Our trainer reputation's growing. Unfortunately, I did let my starter Pokemon faint, which kind of sucks, but hey, we all make mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Let's get in this center. That didn't even rhyme. I'm terrible. What is this Gary Oak looking dude over here? I'm lucky Pokemon centers don't charge money to heal. I'm always losing. Wow. Same here, dude. I never thought of that. Like, if Pokemon centers charged, yeah, that'd be pretty terrible. I guess that would be a cool concept for a Nuzlocke. If they did a Pokemon center, like, you could only use it by paying or something like that. Because I know some people, do their own Nuzlocke challenge, or they set themselves rules but they don't buy healing items, or they won't go to Pokemon centers. It'd be kind of cool if there was like a point system. I guess someone's probably done it before. By the way, did Nurse Joy get a tan, or is that just me? I don't know. But now that Kittling is back to full, let's go back to Route 2. And before we explore any more of that town, which I believe already has the first gym, we are definitely going to try to go back and fight all of those trainers that we skipped over, as well as actually, I guess, train up Cub Zero and Kittling a little bit, or I guess catch some new Pokemon. I guess we're doing both. We're doing two birds with one stone. And speaking of birds, Bluffin here is actually not the early bird Pokemon of this game, but I think it's an ice type because our Ice Shard there wasn't very effective. Pretty weird, actually. I thought it might be, but I remember now that there's this other little bird Pokemon called Harpy, I believe, which is actually the early bird. And hey, here's the early normal type as well. Or I guess Capig could be that, but they also have Fawning, which I think might actually... Well, it's not a grass type, because this Ice Shard would be hurting it a lot more, but it might evolve into a grass type or something. It kind of just looks like grass to me. Maybe I'm just thinking of Deerling and Saucebuck, because it literally looks like them. But yeah, Cub-Zero is somehow now our highest level team member. I have no idea how that happened so quickly. I feel like we battled like 2 trainers, but then again, I did actually beat a lot of wild Pokemon, so that's some experience right there as well. And we're going to continue getting that experience easy peasy, because I guess, like I said, most of the Pokemon around this first area are actually Ice type, and that is quite nice for our Fire starter. Which I think probably evolves around level 16 too, so yeah. I don't know if we'll get to that before the first gym. I actually don't even remember if the first gym is in this town that's up here, but speaking of Harpy, that's kind of weird that I had literally just brought up Harpy, and here it is already doing quite a lot of damage with that wing attack though. Oh no, is Kittling gonna go down again? No! Really? Man, I am not even trying to live up to not letting our Pokemon die, am I? I mean, I guess I didn't really want that to happen. It's just that wing attack was actually too powerful for us. At least Cub-Zero is able to clean house. And I'm guessing, is this another trainer? Young trainers act so quick, or they're so quick to act, usually without thinking. You see more experience, maybe you can use this. Hey, Quick Claw. I don't know what the irony of that is, or if there even is an irony, because she said that trainers are usually slower. Or wait, she didn't even say slower. She said they're quick to think without... or quick to act without thinking, I guess. So, I don't know. That seems to me like the Quick Claw would work with them, because you just put it on a slow Pokemon and hope it works. I mean, you don't really have to do a lot of work for it. But whatever floats her boat, man. I got a free Quick Claw, and that is all that matters. And we have got another Fawning out here. Hopefully Bite finishes. No! I was wondering if Bite would actually do more or less damage than Ice Shard there, because if it did, that would have been really weird. That would have actually made me think that Cub-Zero is a Dark type, even though it clearly isn't. But how did you know I was lying? You should cover her up. It is cold out here, girl. She was wearing a sleeveless shirt and a skirt. Like, I don't know, man. I actually see that in real life, though, and I always wonder, like, when I see girls in the winter wearing skirts, or, like, mini skirts sometimes, too, I'm just like, how the heck are you not freezing? Because usually for me, I guess legs usually stay warm if you're walking, at least, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. Harpy is here, and I'm actually going to try to catch this little guy, despite, I think I actually used this Pokemon in the first playthrough that we did of this game. But it's a really cool Pokemon just to, you know, have in the Pokedex, and since I did lose my save file, and I really like this game, I might as well try to catch everything again. Oh, man. Not if they don't want to be caught, though, which I guess this Harpy... No! Oh, my goodness. Again, that time it was actually unintentional. Well, my camera just died, so I have no idea what happened, but Kittling is also kind of dead, so let's head back to Tana Nurse Joy here, who's actually looking pretty cool. I don't know why the change seems kind of random, but I kind of like it, actually. It just adds that little slight uniqueness that I was talking about last episode. But I think there's actually one more trainer up here that I want to take on before we move on and I guess explore the town, and it is this hiker who apparently doesn't want to battle us. Did you see how he, like, literally avoided us as I ran by? That is random as heck, dude. Hiker Louie has got a Pablosa, and that's actually not great because, again, it's a rock type. Actually, we kind of have a weakness to rock right now, I realize, because both of our Pokemon, well, they're literally both weak to it, but I believe once Kittling evolves, it'll become Rocking Fire, so at least we'll be able to have, not as weakness to that, I guess. I said that the dumbest way, but Tackle thankfully finishes off Pablosa, and that was weird because it didn't say not very effective, so now I'm kind of thinking that maybe Pablosa is just a normal type, or maybe normal rock. I don't know, man. This is weird. Maybe it evolves into a rock type. It definitely looks like a rock type, though. Man, what if I've just been assuming the types of all these Pokemon, and they're actually all wrong? I mean, I did, after all, assume Cub-Zero was a Dark and Ice, and it's just pure Ice, so I don't know. Maybe more of these Pokemon are just pure typing than I think, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to actually catch them, but we haven't really had a chance for a lot of them, and I think that's actually finally the last hiker. Oh no, another wild one, though. And it's actually just Fawning, but you know what? Maybe this will get or help me test that this thing is just a normal type, which I already knew, so I don't know what I'm testing, but it gives us level 13, and that's actually going to get Kittling Headbutt. If this was Gen 2, I'd say we would go slam some trees right now and get ourselves a Pineco or something, but in this game, I'm pretty sure it just does damage. I don't know if there's Headbutt trees, but there's definitely Quaver Town, and it's finally time to check it out. This is the edge of our jurisdiction. Unfortunately, our search for the bandit didn't bear any fruit. I could really go for some fruit right now. Well, you're on the right channel, buddy. We got oranges at galore. Got a couple of peaches around here. Maybe like a kiwi or two. I actually kind of like kiwi. I haven't had any in a while. Maybe I'll go get some kiwis tonight. But I'm getting my daughter her very own Pokemon for her birthday. She'll be so surprised. What? How old is her daughter? I've always wanted a Pokemon, but my mom won't let me get one. Huh. So maybe before you're a Pokemon trainer or before you're 10 years old, like you're allowed to have a Pokemon as long as your parents approve or something. I'm not really sure, but hey, hold on one second. The path ahead is treacherous. I can't let you through in good conscience. Maybe when you have a badge, I'll consider it. Oh, well, that's actually going to change very soon because I guess the gym must be close by if the guy's mentioning the badge. My friend and I are going to head down to the mountain to find a nice place to swim. I don't know if you really want to go swimming around these parts. It seems a little bit chilly around here. But I don't know, man. Maybe they're part of the Polar Bear Club or something. Those people that swim in like super icy cold water. I could personally never do that myself. I'm definitely a hot water kind of person when I shower. I guess kind of both actually. Let me know in the comments what you guys prefer, hot or I guess regular or cold water when you shower, because although it might sound weird, I feel like there's actually some people out there that do like a cold shower. So if you're one of those people out there, I'd actually be curious to see in the comments. I know it's a super random comment question of the day, but I don't know, man. I guess things are random around here nowadays. Goodbye, ice. Hello, ocean. Huh? So there's a tropical area in Urobos too? Yo! That is awesome. I can't wait to actually see all the different like biomes and areas in this game, but I don't actually know how many of them we're going to get to see because as I mentioned, we're going to the second gym, but I do think even though it's only one more gym that's been added in this game, I feel like there's a lot more content in between those two gyms, and I also can't seem to get to this guy. What are you doing sliding around here? If you're trying to get into the fishing shack, keep at it. You'll get there eventually. Oh, okay, well, since you put it that way, bro, how about I get there right now? Okay, that's the wrong way for sure. I gotta think about this backwards, actually. The way that you solve these ice puzzles is actually... Oh, I was gonna say there's no way it was that easy. But wait, maybe it actually is this easy. I've gotta somehow get around this fisher guy here. I don't know if he's actually a fisherman. I guess an ice fisherman. But I gotta get somehow around him, but not this low. This is very weird because we basically have to hit these rocks right below me. It actually, wow, this was actually this easy. See, I had it all figured out. It was just like that one extra second of thinking that you needed, you know? Sure is cold in here, isn't it? You want to try some ice fishing? It's a lot of fun. Here's this trusty old rod of mine. Yo, I guess we actually do get to try out some ice fishing of our own. I didn't think we would get to, but here we are now, and Kittling is chewing at our feet as a goat would. I feel like goat do actually just chew anything that they want. Like, isn't that a thing? I've heard of goats just eating stuff, you know, like not actually food, but just randomly munching on objects and things. Anyway, let's try out some of this ice fishing, which apparently we need to register to use, but once we do, it is easy to dip it in and not get a nibble. We can try again though, and I'm not gonna quit until we actually get an Ice JJ fish in here. Come on, man! I need me some horrible singing. Oh, there we go! We've landed a Pokemon actually. I guess calling upon Ice JJ fish worked, and here is Fortifry at level 5. Unfortunate that it's actually kind of low level. But hey, we didn't kill it, so I guess we might as well catch it. And I'm pretty sure I actually had this Pokemon before, I just don't remember it, but kind of reminds me of Whiscash, maybe with like a little bit of Relicanth in there, and I have no idea what typing it could be, but I'm gonna guess a pure water type here. Fortifry has been caught either way, and yeah, it's just water. Which is not bad. I mean, it's just, you know, icy fish. I guess I might have expected an ice water, but most of the Pokemon so far have been just single typing, haven't they? Maybe I should just assume that from now on, and maybe we should assume that this episode has actually come to its end, because I've decided that it has, I guess. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we will hopefully make it to the second gym in this game, which I don't really know where it is right now, but it's got to be somewhere around. Oh, There it is. All right. See you guys next time as we take on the first gym.